Hello and welcome to another episode of The Art of Kicking Ass Elegantly TV. I'm your host, Michelle Hext. Today I'm going to be talking to you about playing small. I've just caught sight of my hair in the mirror and it looks a little bit messy on camera, but in real life I promise it looks pretty funky. Anyway, moving on. I've been asking myself the question over the last probably 3 to 4 weeks, how can I play a bigger game? How can I participate more fully in, this goal of mine to generate $1 million this year? How can I really step up and take the bull by the horns? How can I elevate myself? How can I collapse time, make a quantum leap, all that sort of stuff? And that got me thinking about the fact that I'd been playing small. My small these days compared to small 3 years ago is a whole different ball game. But I think what's happened is, I achieved a great level of success and then got really comfortable with that. And then, unfortunately for me, comfort very quickly turns into boredom. I'm one of those people that always needs to have a project, always needs to feel challenged in some way. And so, boredom is not good for me. It's not good because it gives me too much, time in my head to make a mess. So, I had a couple of weeks just, asking the bigger questions that came before that one, before the how can I play a bigger game? And the question was, is this really what I'm good at? Is this really what I want to be doing? Is this really how I want to be spending my days? And if it's not this, what is it? And I think that came from not so much the boredom. There were just a few, launching this new program has been awesome, but there have been teething problems. And I'm going to share those with you in another video. But I guess, you don't see them as teething problems when you're in the moment. It just feels like drama, and my life is pretty much a drama-free zone these days, that's for sure, or what I'm hoping to keep it as. And so in asking myself, how can I play a bigger game? Luckily for me, it fell on the day that, this question was still going through my mind when Casey and I flew to Sydney to look for venues to host my events in Sydney later in the year. And that was just the trip that I needed, looking at venues and becoming really frustrated because they weren't up to scratch, but also having this moment of, wow, I would have been pretty happy with these a little while ago. And we eventually settled on the waterfront, which is on the rocks, and it's beautiful. You look out the window of the room, you can see the Opera House and the Sydney Harbour Bridge. So it was a beautiful sunny day when I was there, and it just reminded me that look at the journey that I'm on. Look at this thing that I'm building. It's incredible, and now how can I do it bigger? And so I've been procrastinating over shooting more videos. If you have a look at my homepage video, I shot that in maybe January, maybe even December, and it's not relevant anymore. I need to get it off there. And I've been telling myself, I'll just wait till I'm in Paris and then I'll shoot the videos then, and that's ridiculous. That's not until May. So I thought, how can I really up level this thing? And so I got onto the Crown website, the Crown Towers at Melbourne. I thought, what is the best room that I can buy? And I'm going to go and shoot my videos there. I'm going to go have my photos taken in there. The photos on my website aren't bad, but they're not what they need to be. And that's versions of me playing small. They were big things, a little while ago, but now they're small. And so I guess, the question to you is, how can you play a bigger game, and where can you be up-leveling stuff? So, for me, shooting videos in Crown and having my photos taken there and spending a few thousand on clothes and having a makeup and camera and a photographer team there. Casey, my PA, she's an incredible photographer, but she's like, I don't want to touch this. So she's been able to get a hold of this amazing photographer to do this for me. So again, that's stepping out of my comfort zone. I don't like to have my photo taken. So to pay someone to come in and do that and really make it, you know, the real deal, I guess, in my mind, is a huge step up for me. So I'm really excited. You know, I'm really excited about, you know, what this is going to mean for my business. I'm excited about the experience of doing it. I've organised for, you know, Dave to take the day off work so he can come in and we can, you know, once the shooting's done, you know, we can have a lovely dinner at Crown and spend the night there and, you know, take an easy morning, you know, and just relax and enjoy the beautiful surroundings. The room's incredible. I can't wait to share it with you. Anyway, the takeaway is sometimes you don't think you're playing small, but you've got to catch yourself. You know, for me, looking at the things that I'm doing in my life, I certainly wouldn't have thought, you know, I'm playing small. And if you had looked at where I was, you know, 5 years ago, 3 years ago to where my success is now, you know, it's night and day. But I'm playing small. You know, I've been playing small. I'd looked at all the different ways that I was doing it, and it was, you know, trimming the edges on some things. And, you know, playing full out for me was, you know, I want to shoot my videos, but, you know, the background's okay, but it's not really luxurious enough. And, you know, I'm not very good at styling. And, you know, so we're just doing it like this for now, you know. And then thinking, oh, I'll just set my camera up again in my other set and we'll be able to do the videos there. And it's like, but is that really a step up? Is that really going to be the best representation of your brand and where you want to take it over the next 6 months? And the answer was no. So, you know, as soon as the penny dropped for me, and then I thought, oh, where can I do this thing? And then, you know, it fell into place. I'm like, why didn't I think of this, you know, 6 months ago? I don't know why, but, you know, I wasn't thinking big enough. So just ask yourself the question, 2 questions. How can I play a bigger game? How can I play a bigger game and play full out? And then the second question is, what are all of the ways I'm playing small right now? And then do the opposite. I'm excited to bring in my video series. It's actually not far away. It's 2 weeks today till I go. So I'm going to have a lot of fun shopping in the meantime and putting together my wardrobe and all that sort of stuff. And I look forward to sharing it with you, and I hope it inspires you in some way. You know, it's re-inspired me about my brand and where I'm taking this thing, and my excitement for Sydney later in the year. And, you know, the venue's beautiful. It's an absolutely beautiful place, and I'm going to be there a lot more now because that's going to be my Sydney venue. So life's looking very, very exciting, and we've got Paris next year and making plans for that. So, you know, as I say, 2 years ago, this was really, you know, my intention and my dream, or not even, you know, this really in this form maybe a year ago, still not even, maybe 9 months ago. And now it's happening, you know, and I could just happily move along because I don't struggle financially anymore. You know, the stress isn't there, so I don't have my back against the wall and I don't need to hustle like I used to. But that's dangerous for me, you know, because of the boredom. I am rambling now, but I'm hoping you're getting something from it. You know, so it's really interesting the way these things are showing up for me. And, you know, if you're still in the financial struggle, you know, it's hard to get yourself out of that mindset and into where you need to be. But that energy shift is so, so important, you know, and then once you're there, you know, needing to be alert for the ways that you begin to play small again. Because, you know, I think Denise Duffield Thomas first introduced me to this phrase, but she said, new level, new devil. And it's kind of, that's what it is, you know. And for me, I now know that I need to be hyper vigilant when it comes to boredom and, you know, making sure that I've got this, you know, I'm feeling stimulated and feeling challenged and feeling like I'm growing, but bigger than ever before. You know, I'm always feeling like I'm growing and moving forward, but now it's got to be bigger than it ever was. And instead of being scared, I'm now really excited by that. And as I say, I can't wait to show you my videos and, you know, all the stuff that's going to be happening over the coming, you know, as early as the next couple of weeks. Anyway, thanks for listening if you got all the way to the end, and I'll see you next week. Bye.